Well, it's the start of the three-day national taxi Lekgotla in Boksburg and Ekurhuleni. Government is looking at different ways to formalize the industry. Now, the National Taxi Alliance has indicated it won't attend the Lekgotla, saying it will be sidelined over Santaco. Our reporter ENC's Lindokuhle Xulu is currently at MTN taxi rank right now. Took a taxi from Jan Smuts all the way to the main taxi rank in downtown Johannesburg. We talked to him now. Carly, good to have you back. I mean, you were trying to get that taxi the last time we had a conversation, but take me through that route, if ever you've had an opportunity to talk to some of the taxi commuters about perhaps what's expected today and also how that might affect them.
Well, Jumela, we did got inside a taxi there by Jan Smuts, and we're at the MTN right now. And in fact, quite surprising, it's an unfortunate that we were disconnected at the time that we did, because when we entered, some lady who was sitting just in front spoke to us about where she's going, and she says that she's going to the Parktown police station because of an accident that had happened while she was inside a taxi. And she says that she's going to try and report that she wants to be compensated for some of her injuries, including when that taxi accident happened in her chest. And she says that she's following up on that case to get a sense of when she'll get that court date. So we've been exposed to some of the realities that commuters have been faced with. And we're at the MTN rank, as I said before. And what we are going to try and do with my colleague Gift Shabalala is to try and get a sense of whether the ones that are working on the ground right now, as that taxi Lekgotla is set to happen, do the drivers know about it? Do the taxi marshals, the rank, know about all of these things? And we're going to speak to one of the rank managers here, whom I've seen has been quite busy. Babas, thank you so much for joining us. Lapago ENCA. Usabala nje kunjalo baba, niyazi namhlanje ukuthi kune taxi Lekgotla eyenzakalayo eBoksburg?
No, asazi ba.
Yeah. Kuthi kule taxi Lekgotla le kuzobe kukhulunywa ngemigomo nemibandela nomthetho ozobekwa ukuthi nizosebenza kanjani kule industry lena. Angazi ukuthi njengoba uthi awazi ngayo ukuthi yini ongayithanda ukuthi uhulumeni ayifake makabeka umthetho ku taxi industry.
Ngayithanda mfowethu ngizokhulumela umphakathi wonke waseNingizimu Afrika. Uhulumeni athi akasinciphisele la endabeni zama-permit, bese phinda futhi asisize la endabeni zemithelo. Siyathela iy'moto zethu, angasinikeze imithelo ethi sikweleta amathikithi, kodwa thina siyamsapota eLekhuzen ko-toll gate, siyamsapota amagaraji, siyadonsa intela yethu nemigwaqo eminye emibi la sihamba khona incithi sikugwaqo, iy'moto ayikwazi ukuhamba, amatekisi ashayisana kalula. Nokuthi-ke iravayo isithele sivele sisebenza thina. Mayisebenza yenzele yawo umgwaqo. Thina sangenzele ukuthi umgwaqo amatekisi ethu ayahlukumeze kakhulu, kodwa ke sithi uhulumeni sicela ukuthi abe nathi sisizane thina naye. Lokho besicela ukuthi uhulumeni sisizane naye, asilwi naye, kodwa akasisize lapha asinikeze imithelo. Angasibambela umthelo ngoba ukuthi sinama enforcement amathikithi. Angasinikeze imithelo yethu asizwele lapho sisebenzisane naye.
Indaba yemali yokuthi mayinikezwe imali taxi industry. Uzokhumbula ukuthi kwakuna 1 billion futhi ewafanele niyithola, anizange nayithola naye. Uthi wafanele kubekwe umthetho oqala ukuthi nizosebenza kanjani. Niyibona kanjani ngale yemali?
Futhi le mali ngeke sisho ukuthi siyibona kanjani, kodwa nje mase sihlala phansi nami sekuhlela ama-office onke yase South Africa, iwona ngasho ukuthi abona kanjani ngoba sibone ehluleka njengoba kuyine-COVID nje. Kuze kwaxatshana kusixabana nobaba uMbalula kade kuyena ozothi ezosinikeza imali, kwehluleka ukusinikeza imali ezosinikeza sathi akayeke so ibonela thina nje abantu bathi sisenze njalo. Kodwa nje masingabambisana kulokhu esikhuluma ngakho ukuthi asinikeze imithelo yemoto, asinqamulela amathikithi ethu, asilungisele imigwaqo, ngaba right kakhulu ba.
Alright baba, masiyeke lapho ngizobachazela nokuthi sasithini ngaleli lika George. Thank you. Ubaba, one of the rank managers here, but taking us through some of the challenges they have. They're saying that they are not given that much attention as much as your BRT buses and all of the other sectors in this particular transport industry. But what they are saying is that they want to be given that attention, and you'll understand that this particular Lekgotla is aimed at giving the attention to the taxi industry, exactly that. And but the unfortunate part of it all is that many of the drivers that I've interacted with, including those that you can see behind me, do not know that there's a national taxi Lekgotla that will be happening. And ultimately, when those regulations and those resolutions are adopted at the national taxi Lekgotla, they will only be as informed, but they were not part of it. And it brings about the question of whether representation from the taxi industry, particularly the taxi drivers, will be there at the National Taxi Lekgotla.
You mentioned a good point there, representation, whether or not is fair and inclusive in this regard. But thank you so much, colleague Lindokuhle Xulu, out at the MTN taxi rank in downtown Johannesburg.